Mostly it is the last day of your class also. Monday class is there or not, I will tell on tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Tell, but we'll try to conduct test. So mostly we'll try to start test from networking onwards. We are going to start the testing today. Okay. Already you are prepared, so mostly you can able to give an answers. That is no problem. But don't try to go to check your mobile phones for answers kind of stuff. Okay. All questions and answers you know very well. Okay. Today we'll try to start an examination. So I will give you a small revision up to 12:30. So sir will interact with you. Madhu sir, you know already how to log in to write a test and all. He will explain to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is servers and services. What is peer-to-peer? What is server and client? What is peer-to-peer? Two systems or multiple systems. Two systems will communicate each other. One system is not communicating to four systems at a time. It's not possible. Okay, it's not that one. It's simple. Say it's a communication between two systems or two or more systems without any centralized control. That is a workgroup model. So peer-to-peer is like a workgroup model. So for example, we have seen one Windows 10 is a one PCA having a data, PCB accessing the data. So if I'm a provider, I'm a server. If you are accessing, you are a client. So in that particular instance, only it is server client model. And not always there is a centralized server mode. So simply it is in the particular instant only one act like a server, another act like a client. Okay, so that is a peer-to-peer model. It's a workgroup model, so no centralized control for a peer-to-peer. Server and client. What is a server and client? Server provides a service, client accesses the service. Exactly say, client requests for a information or a service or from data. So whatever it is, client will send a request. Server understand client's request based on the protocol. Okay, based on the what protocol client uses, server understand, server respond according to that request. Response. This is a good one. Okay. So for example, there is a web server. I have a remote web server is there. I want to access the web server. I have to open the website. Client has to open the website. Server directly say, yeah, take this web page. It's not there. No? Client has to send a request. So client has to open the web browser, put a URL. URL means HTTP or HTTPS // and server name, server name or a FQDN of a server. Okay, then you can reach the server. Server understand you are putting a HTTP means you are asking web page. So based on your which page you want it, so it will give you the response according to it. If it is send a 404 means that particular page is not there, but even it is a response. Page not found, 505, 405, like this. These are all 404. Okay, 204. So these things are so there. Depends upon the client situation. It will server and client. And of course, we discuss different servers like a DHCP server, DNS server, web server, mail server. These are all servers, their protocols and application range also. We make it server. Guys, the server in the sense here it is which provide a service. To provide a service, that related service related package are built in feature, are built in role, are built in means by installing some application, the server can able to server become a particular server means it can able to provide particular service. For example, I install a Microsoft Exchange application. Okay, so the server become mail server. If you install Exchange application, server become mail server. For example, I have a Microsoft Internet Information Service role it is. Okay, this is not application, it is a role install. Then it is a web server, Microsoft related web server it is. So by installing a role or an application or a feature or a package, so it is become a web server. For example, I install Tomcat. It's an application, or you can see a package or application, both are same. Then it is a web server. Of course, it is also app server. It can run applications. PHP server is also app server, come web server. Right. Okay, so this is server and client model, guys. In a servers also like web servers, mail servers, storage servers, file servers. These are the servers. Another one is workgroup and domain. This is a most common question. May not be got question in your interview, in these interviews. But in the future also, this is the most common question. Maybe after 1 year you want to change. Then you have, if you want to attend an interview, this is maybe internally there is a interviews will happen. Like it depends upon your work domain and your based on your language. It is also one good question always. Okay, what is a work group and what is a domain? A domain, again, you search in a domain in a Google, guys, you will get a different type of answers. So it is an Active Directory domain. First of all, what is a work group? Same as a peer-to-peer. Every piece, it is a decentralized administration. Decentralized administration. What is decentralized administration means? There is no centralized control kind of stuff. Every PC or a laptop has their own local account. Local administrator account is there. So he can able to do anything in his PC. Installing an application, uninstalling application, changing of settings. Okay. So adding a users, changing passwords, everything the local administrator of a PC or a laptop can able to do it. That is a workgroup. Okay. So no centralized dependencies. One PC user cannot able to log into other PC. Why? Because of users credentials, means the username, passwords, the settings are located in their own PC only, not in every PC. Okay. If I have a laptop, my own laptop is there, not this one. This is the office laptop. Okay. So last class I showed one laptop that is my own personal laptop. It is in workgroup only, not in domain. Okay. So whatever I want to install in that one, I will do installations. Okay, it's my personal laptop, no problem. But coming to the organizational level, office level, multiple devices. For example, I got a laptop from my office. Like that, our employees nowadays we are getting laptops. Not only laptops, desktops, laptops are there. And all these things should be controlled by centrally. Okay, all these desktops, laptops has to be controlled centrally. To control centrally, I need a server to control all these things. Centrally means I need a centralized server. Okay, which is nothing but our domain controller. What is a domain controller? Nothing but a server which controls our domain, users, groups, computers, and the resources. Controlling means not just controlling means, hey, don't do this one, don't do this one, come here, let go there. It's not controlling. Okay, commanding or controlling. It is about how the things will be work. Like a domain controller as a users. So we create a users in domain controller instead of creating in a individual PCs. So obviously the domain computers, which is in the domain. So the domain users can able to log into any domain computer. Domain users can log into any domain computer. Okay. Domain users can able to log into any domain. So no need of specific computer here. Today I log into one PC, tomorrow I will log into another PC possibilities. In this very laptop, multiple users are logged in this one. Okay. In this laptop, not only me, so other 2-3 members are logged in locally to this PC. Okay. So still we can use it. How? Because if I log out, some other user like a sizer come and can able to log into same PC. I no need to create sizer account in this local PC. Simply he can log in because of it's in domain. Next. As I said, controlling. So one by one system, you go to one by one system, you want to do some settings. You want to do some network related settings, firewall related settings, system related setting, desktop environment related settings, application deployments. So one by one PC or laptop, you doing it, it will take more time, more burden, more complex. So simply we can able to enforce various type of settings through network. Okay, to the users groups, sorry, users and computers, we can enforce various type of settings using a group policies. Okay, so domain work group is a decentralized, domain is a centralized. Work group is a decentralized administration, domain is a centralized administration. In work group, no centralized controller. Okay, in a domain, we have a centralized controller called a domain controller, which is nothing but our server. Okay, in a work group, every device is administrated by their local administrator account. In a domain, there is a centralized administrator account which administrate or give a permissions or access by centralized administrator account only. Okay. In a work group, large amount of the work group pieces we cannot able to handle, like a 50, 100, 200. The large group of work group pieces we cannot administrate centrally. We have to go individually. That is more burden, more complex. But in a domain, we can administrate a large number of devices, users, and computers centrally. Okay. So we can deploy different group policies, means we can enforce various type of settings to number of users and groups. Okay, that is work group and domain. Guys, understand? I don't want to write anything because it's already we have taken active directory AD. Now it is called a ADDS. What is an active directory? What is ID domain? For a domain, AD domain, also there is an abbreviation. Okay, domain or a AD domain abbreviation is there. Administrative boundary of users and computers. Administrative boundary. Then what is this active directory? Okay, guys, if you search about active directory, you will get this answer. That is Active Directory is a service, Microsoft service from Server 2000 or Server 2003. That's it. But of course, it is a Microsoft service. Service from Microsoft Windows 2000. In Windows 2000 only, Active Directory is invented. And what is this? ADDS. ADDS from Windows 2008 server. The name is changed. So Windows 2000, 2003, Windows 2000 server, 2003 server, Active Directory only. Then it is become Active Directory domain services. Okay. Name change. Why? Because of the domain AD, the enterprise thing is changed. So every name is comes in Active Directory, guys. Enterprise is a very important word. An enterprise. So in enterprise level, the Active Directory services are split. The Active Directory services like ADDS, Active Directory, yeah, yes, certification services, ADRMS, right management system, AD, LDP, lightweight directory access protocol type, ADS, lightweight directory services. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more is there. ADFS, Federation Services. In 2008, so Active Directory become 5 different services. Our Active Directory is ADDS. Okay. Of course, these things you may get it like this answer, this specific answer. It's a service from Windows Server kind of stuff. But important is what is Active Directory or Active Directory domain services. First one is Active Directory maintain a database. So Active Directory database stores user information on user groups, computers, resources, and services. Active Directory related services. Okay. Next, Active Directory, 2 points important. One is Active Directory database. Second part of Active Directory is authentication. It do authentication and authorization. So I'm writing only authentication, but it will do authentication and authorization also. Authenticate users when they log into this domain computers. Not only domain computers, also domain any resources. Log into domain is exactly word. So generally,
So
if you
computer means domain computer means a centralized one.
no, I am a client PC, right? Mine is a client PC. Okay. So if you check it, I am in the domain.
Okay.
Okay, I am member of a domain, means my computer is domain computer. Okay, but I am not server, right? I'm a domain computer. Because my laptop is domain computer, any user in the domain can log into my computer, my laptop. Okay, right. So log into domain, exactly meaning is log into domain. Log into domain means in a domain, everything is in the domain, like a domain printer in the domain environment. Okay, computer in the domain, there's a server in the domain. Okay, server in the domain. So everything, any like some places, there is another kind of sentence. It authenticates users when they log into network. When they log into network means again domain only. In that context, it is a meaning is in the domain environment only, in that particular boundary only. Okay. Okay. Not only it is authenticate, authorize users when they log into domain. Not only users, guys, every resource in the domain should be authorized. What is authentication? What is authorization? Authentication means verification of identity, username, password, like that. Authentication. Authorization. Are you allowed to access or not? Okay. So I want to access a printer. For example, for my laptop, I create one restriction. Except my user account, no others can be logged in, even it is in the domain. So I created a policy that is except Latif Shaik, no other accounts should not log into this PC. Except administrator and my account, no others are logging. That is good one. Okay, so it is like that is how we are implement one by one. Because administrator has to log in sometimes for issues, right? No others can log in. So, for example, when I open my laptop, put my username and password, Active Directory authenticate my user account, then it is authorized my account to access my laptop. So I can get inside my PC. Okay, get inside. So otherwise, if so, for example, Madhu sir or SI sir came, put their email account, sorry, their account name and password, click OK. So there are also in the domain users. There are also domain users. So domain controller authenticate them. Yes, your username password is correct, but you are not allowed to access. Then they will get an error. You are not allowed to access this computer. Please contact administrator. It is there are authenticated, but they are not authorized to access my laptop. Same like a printer is there. I want to take a print. So I connecting to the printer from my laptop through network. I send an authentication part. Okay. So first of all, to access a printer is also in the domain. So what is my domain control is doing? First authenticate the user. User authentication, verify the user authentication. Yes, user is authenticated. Now again, I want to access a printer, right? So accessing is not completed. So I try to access first authentication, then authorization. Are you allowed to access a printer or not? For example, your user account, suppose it should not be access a printer. It denies. Okay. So Active Directory, two things. One is Active Directory database and authentication. Of course, this database. Database means every database. Database is nothing but a file which contains the data. Okay, so it contains data means it's the data file means it has a name NTDS.DIT. New Technology Directory Service Directory Information Tree. And I said authentication. For authentication, it uses a protocol called Kerberos. The port number is 88. And also LDAP. LDAP also it is uses 389. Okay. So this is about your Active Directory. So how many things are there, guys? I told very simple. So I showed, how to create a user in the server and how to log into client PC. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So DHCP, DNS, okay. Outlook also will tell just a few points of revision. What is DHCP? Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Port number 67, 68.
68.
68. 67, 68 port. Next, DHCP is a protocol as well as a DHCP server is also there. It's a protocol and server. Server means machine and a protocol means protocol only. So our PCs will get a email. Sorry. Mind. Okay. Every PC need a IP address to communicate in the network. But IP address has to be assigned by user. So how to go to assign? So different ways using some command prompts or maybe through go to our Windows system is simple ncpa.cpl and it opens network connections. Open adapter, double click on the adapter, then go to properties, IPv4 properties, then select second option, use following IP address and give IP address which you want to give are based on the current network. SN IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and DNS server address. So based on your network. Okay. Then click OK. OK, close and check IP address is assigned or not. So how? Right click on adapters, status, details, see your IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS server address based on what we are given. And DHCP enabled now. Meaning is IP is assigned manually and it is showing your IP address means so that IP address without any conflict it is assigned. So why I'm telling this one without showing to you. So last time I showed, but now I'm not showing anything to you, right? Why I'm telling like that? So you got a question in mind that sir is not showing any control panel or a network adapter. Okay, guys. When you are in interview, if interview asks same question, how you assign an IP address to an adapter or how you check your IP address. So obviously you can't show your screen, right? Or you cannot access his screen also. He will see your face, you will see his face. That's it. Okay. Not even this white screen is also not available. But you have to tell step by step. Step by step, you have to tell. Don't say one single word answer. You have to tell step by step how to check your IP address, or how to assign an IP address, or how to get IP address from DHCP. Not only this one, guys, for everything. Like how to do a disk partition, and maybe how to check particular setting or particular user you want to check it. So how do you do it? How to uninstall an application? How to uninstall an application? So go to control panel. So go to search button, type control panel, because now it is very easy. So search a control panel, go to control panel, programs and features, or go to run command, appviz.cpl, appviz.cpl. So it will take you to the control panel. And it will open the programs and features, of course. So go to programs and features, see where is your application is listed. So in the list, find out where is your application, click on that application, then right click, or on top of the screen you can see uninstall. So better is, if you want, right click, uninstall, click on uninstall or remove. Then uninstallation wizard will run. Wait. So give next, install all the remove options. So I want to remove all the related information. So then I will select that option. Depends upon the options it is showing. I follow the options as per my requirement. Finally, finish uninstallation. Uninstallation done. Close. Possible to restart the PC if I require to restart. See it like that, step by step. Even it is a very small thing. When you are telling any interview, guys, maybe this is a entrance interview only. Internally, there is interviews. So every interview, everything, like there is a, for example, I want to connect Wi-Fi. So new Wi-Fi is there. So it's the first time I'm connecting. I know the Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password. So what to do? Simple. There is a Wi-Fi symbol in the right side of my taskbar. Click on the Wi-Fi symbol and wait for your Wi-Fi name listed. Click on the Wi-Fi name, click connect, and it will ask password. Give the password. Okay, next, then wait for authentication from Wi-Fi. So you got authenticated, and IP will be assigned from the Wi-Fi router, because your Wi-Fi router is also act like a DHCP server. So IP address is assigned and it is shows it is connected and it is internet related, then definitely it is shows internet is there. Secure internet, both options, both lines it shows. And open the browser, open any website to see, make sure that your internet and network is working. Internet working means you are connected, right? Open some website, facebook.com, youtube.com, something you open. So definitely you can understand you are connected to internet, right? So that is the way you have to tell answer, guys. Theoretical questions are okay, but small practical things compulsory, step by step. With the practice only you can able to tell. So practice means not only a doing, also for telling also you can. Okay. So initially when I learn things like Windows servers and all, I can able to do practically. I cannot explain so how to do it practically. So later I started in the teaching field. So compulsory you have to teach the people. And that too while doing, I will teaching. That is also become more easier. Now without the screen, without machine, so I have to tell what are the steps I have to do it to do this certain task. So how we learn? By keep practicing imagination. Imagine that what are the tasks you have to tell, that's you have to do it, imagine and explain. How to connect it to how to share a mobile data using Wi-Fi hotspot. How you connect to internet from your mobile phone to your laptop. So like your mobile is having 4G network, most of you are connected like that only, right? From mobile to laptop, mobile having a 4G network, you're sharing your mobile data from your mobile to laptop. So how you are doing that one? Because of Wi-Fi hotspot. In a mobile phone, swipe from top to bottom, then you can see Wi-Fi hotspot settings. Click on it. First of all, you have to make sure you are connected to data, not Wi-Fi. Okay, so data is on. Go to Wi-Fi hotspot. Open the settings. Give the hotspot name and the password. Confirm the password, and then go to laptop. Click on the Wi-Fi symbol. So let it list our Wi-Fi hotspot name. Click on it. Connect. Give the hotspot password. Okay, then wait. Let it is connection is established. And how to check how many devices are connected to our Wi-Fi hotspot. So go to your mobile phone Wi-Fi hotspot settings. It lists what are the devices are connected or number of devices are connected. These are all things you do it daily, guys. But how to tell step by step, this you have to practice. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
for any interview, guys, compulsory practice how to tell answer. So you don't give random answer. You'll give a answer with a higher people will give always one good suggestion, that is what are you are telling, tell in a confident way. I feel always it is a bakwas, but I've seen some interviews, some people give a wrong answer, means slightly wrong answer, even they got selected. But so I think it is confidence is important, but that is also bakwas. Important is you should give correct answer in a confident way. First important is speak. So how to tell a correct answer in a confident way? That is more accurate, right? That is 100%, not 50-50. You're telling confident answer correct, maybe may not be correct. You don't know kind of stuff. That is 50-50. Sometimes may it is correct, some may not be correct. You're telling some wrong answer or slightly wrong answer very confidently. That is also 50-50. Okay. Why? How to get 100%? Practice. Practice while you are practicing telling an answer. So you will line up again. You will clearly give the sentences without any mistakes. At least you try to give answer 60-70%. You are given 100% already. That is me. Okay. That's the point. So take everything, whatever I told guys, except one or two things, all are direct questions. So no need to share any questions and answers also. But one thing, I go through all questions I shared in the technical questions. Anything you find it is not covered or any issue is there, put in a WhatsApp group. So I will give some related information to it. Okay. So this is the same thing. DHCP So assign or configure IP address to the client devices. Why client devices? So it can be a PC or a laptop, or it can be a mobile phone, or it can be a TV. Okay, so it can be a network printer, Wi-Fi printer. Okay, network printer or a Wi-Fi printer. Okay, so DHCP server assign DHCP server assigns or configures IP address to the client devices. So automatically. Just I'm giving one word on it. Okay. Manually we can assign, but manually it is too much burden if in case more systems are there. Possible wrong IP address assigning conflicts and difficult for a certain type of devices. And not everyone knows how to assign an IP address. Okay. And based on your network, compulsory you have to follow the network part. Okay. So DHCP server, you no need to worry about assigning an IP address. Simply, it will assign an IP address to your PC. How to get an IP address from DHCP server? By default, it is option is already there. But if in case it any changes, we'll see that one. So go to control panel, network and sharing center, and change adapter settings. It shows network connections. Or go to run ncpa.cpl. It opens network connections. Double click on your adapter. Go to properties. IPv4. Click on IPv4 properties. Then select an option obtained IP address automatically and obtain DNS server IP address automatically. So two options. First one, first block, first one, second block also first one. Okay. And click OK, close kind of stuff. Wait. Open the adapter again. Status. Details. See you are getting an IP address or not from the DHCP server or not. How to confirm you are getting IP address from DHCP server? DHCP enabled. Option is there. DHCP enabled. Yes. And you got an IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS server address. Very importantly, DHCP server address is also there. Which server gave you IP address? That DHCP server's IP address also you can see. Okay, DHCP server address, lease uptime, lease expiry information. It confirms that you got a proper IP address from DHCP server. It is something you are not a mistake. It is correctly you got configured from DHCP server. Your IP address configured correctly. DNS server domain name system port number is 53. You know, in AWS root 53. So why they put a root 53? Because AWS root 53 means DNS service for AWS resources. Okay, so DNS server. So for that one only 53. It is like that. Simply you can interlate. So DNS server, the port number is 53. So DNS is a protocol and DNS is a server also. Returns IP address of a device or a host in a particular domain. Okay. For example, I type www.w3schools.com or facebook.com in a browser. Open www.w3schools.com. So URL is complete URL HTTPS college. System don't know IP address of W3 schools.com. That is a domain name, but what is your full name is www.w3schools.com. System sends request to DNS server. The DNS for IP address of w3schools.com. So the DNS server returns IP address of www.w3. Okay, guys, that is simple example. Of course, mobile phone contact list example is also given. So that is also important. So you can tell in an explanation in DNS. So as I said, like VPN also refer, guys, compulsory. VPN is also important. What is VPN? Most asking question. What is Outlook? What is Outlook? Mail client application. Okay. So you have a Microsoft Office suite. Comes with the Word, Excel, PowerPoint presentation, and Outlook. So it means it is a part of Microsoft Office. Okay. In mail communication, use three protocols mainly. One is SMTP, POP3,
IMF4, V4.
SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, port number is 25. This for outgoing mail. Simply for sending mail. POP3, yeah, right. These two are for a incoming mail servers. All are servers on there. Incoming protocol comes servers. SMTP server, outgoing mail server. Yes, POP3 or MP, so incoming mail server. In a single mail server also, both can be existing things. Okay, but this is for retrieve or a receive purpose. Exactly, say it is retrieve. This is also incoming. This is also retrieve or a receive. And here it is always dot POP3 IMAP difference. Okay, Simple to remember, guys. This is cut paste. What is cut paste? Once you download mail into local PC, means using Outlook mail client. Okay. Mail deleted from server. This is copy paste. Mail available in server even after download into local PC. And there is small point is also there. It is single client. Okay, single client application, one-time access. Next, need a backup, compulsory need backup. Otherwise, you will lose the mails. IMAP, it is multiple client support. It means mails are always in mail servers. And it is also suitable. Yes, small size mailbox servers. This is suitable for a big size mailbox. Okay. And another very important point, guys, in this one, what is dot OST? Not OS PST. Personal storage. This both are Outlook data files. Okay, stores your Outlook mails into this files only. So by default, your Outlook data file is .pst, means your mail server is other than Microsoft Exchange. Okay, OSD offline storage table. Your mail server is Microsoft Exchange. Either it is Office 365 Exchange or Microsoft Exchange. Anybody abbreviate what is VPN?
Virtual private network.
Virtual private network.
So this is also can read it, and if possible, what is proxy server? Okay. There is a power set animated video is there about a proxy server and VPN server. So at least get some information from it. There is a difference between proxy and VPN. Mostly in this interview they ask what is VPN. Okay. So we are accessing a remote private network over a public network. We are accessing a remote private network. In single sentence you want to tell, but there is a lot of things to accessing a remote private network. Remote means it's in a different geographical location. Accessing remote private network through public network means through internet. Via VPN server in between. Encrypted means secure. Using tunnels like a PPTP, point-to-point tunneling protocol, SSTP, secure socket tunneling protocol, layer 2 tunneling protocol, IKE internet key exchange. Okay, this kind of stuff. Use encryption. So it is like accessing remote private network resources. Same through internet. Like accessing is like a accessing through LAN network. Okay, so this is only one or two sentences I given, but already I given few sentences earlier. Please go through it. Okay, so these are the points I want to discuss today, guys. Okay, and also compulsory. I think you got an idea like how to tell an answer. Okay, you have a knowledge, you learn, you knowledge, you read. That is good. But important is also for an interview, you have to prepare, like you have to tell an answer. So do not think that is we can do revision if in case when is in your interview. For example, they told tomorrow is an interview. Today you can open the book. That is okay. But meantime, guys, for each and every question, even from day one onwards, I'm telling for personal questions. Okay. First day I told, last time also we discussed. Even a personal based questions, all about you type of questions, general questions, technical questions. We need to practice. Okay. So you need to practice. You either by sitting in home in one place, and then you can practice it. In mind, you can practice it. So different scenario running, guys. Interviewers can ask in a different ways. Some are irritatedly they will ask questions. Some are with a disappointed voices. Some are give sounds like okay, okay, like this sounds. So we will feel a little irritated because so is this guy is okay with my answer or not? We are getting self-doubt. Does not mind them. So simply whatever the interview will ask a question, you have to tell an answer. Very simple point. Okay. Like a server provide a service, client accesses service. So client requests a service to the server, server give a response to the client. It does not mean to definitely give a service back. It gives some response. Maybe it will drop the packet. Okay. So do not drop any packet, guys. Whatever he asks a question, give an answer as you can able to give and give in a better way. Give in a give in a better way. Okay. So that's a thing. Now take a break, guys. Now it is 12:10. Be back in a 12:20 or 20:25 also. Okay. So I will ask sir, so explain how to write an exam, how to install that safe browser, something is there. So he will explain how to exam, or meanwhile, I will ask about that one. Okay. That's the point. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Take a break and we'll be back.
Okay, sir.